So here we are again, guys, talking about Snail Games. This is something I've talked about a lot in the past because it's been a big hot topic in the ARK community for the last couple of months. It's been talked about a lot over the last couple of years, but it's recently been obviously a hot topic with some of the biggest YouTubers such as Asmongold and Pyrocynical even covering this news in the most recent ARK corruption where players got banned by the publisher themselves, Snail Games, and nothing was actually said about it. So something new has come out recently, and a lot of the ARK community are just kind of laughing at it a bit, saying, you know, we've had no response, like, what is going on? And this is the only thing they come out with. You know, I can't wait to be in a stage with ARK again where new content's coming out, no delays, and I know there's always been delays, but it all feels very strange right at the moment. We're waiting for new content. ARK Survival Evolved servers are closing soon. And yeah, it's just a very strange time for the game. So if you guys do enjoy today's video and you get all the news you need to know, smash that like button. Subscribe if you're new around here. If you want to keep up to date with all the stuff going on in the community for ARK. Any updates, gameplay, all that types of stuff. So let's get in with it. So I want to give a shout out to someone I recently followed on Twitter who posted this about Snail Games. It is I Am Wild Do. Obviously I'll leave a link to their Twitter in the description down below. And they said, well, they've done it again, posting that they listen to the community. This is why I've started a series on ARK where it started versus now. It's very obvious there's a disconnection, and it's kind of linking to HOD Gaming or HOD Gaming, another massive YouTuber in the community that was involved in the tribes that got wiped by the Snail Games publisher. So let's get in with the news. So Snail Games announces, you'll be able to see the post on the screen. Snail Games announces updates for Expedition Agartha, I think is their new game, and also the success of an event by a bunch of ARK YouTubers featuring ARK Survival Evolved. So I don't even think they were ARK YouTubers. I think they're just like survival YouTubers, and a lot of people are wondering if this was a sponsored event to grow the game on, I don't know, I'm guessing people maybe been getting paid to hide themselves from the drama. I really don't even know. So we're going to be reading through it now. So Snail Games, a leading global independent developer and publisher of interactive digital entertainment, today announced the upcoming major updates for the first-person looter survival game Expedition Agartha, and highlight the recent, I don't know how to, is it D de Safario, I think, event featuring ARK Survival Evolved. Snail Games, Snail Indie Gaming, Wandering Wizard. So I think this is their like other in collaboration. So I think they have Snail Games and like another smaller studio called one sec, I just need to make sure I get my facts right. Wandering Wizard have scheduled the release of the skill tree update and server wipe for Expedition Agartha on August 1st. Until this date, the game's PTR server will remain active, encouraging players to provide additional feedback or suggestions. I wonder how popular this game is. But anyway, furthermore, the Safaro event, I don't even know, held on July 12th, drew participation from 75 streamers, expanding the reach of Snail's well-received game, ARK Survival Evolved. During this event, ARK Survival Evolved achieved a prominent viewership status worldwide on YouTube Gaming Live, gathering around 61,000 viewers at its peak. ARK Survival Evolved also ranked in the top 10 games on Twitch in Latin America and received 18,000 viewers while streaming I'm guessing anyone's gameplay of ARK Survival Evolved on. Oh right, so it received. Oh no, 60. Is it 61,000 on YouTube Gaming? Yeah, okay, yeah, sorry, I've mixed it, and on Kick as well, so 18,000 viewers there, streaming on Kick. These developments highlight Snail's commitment to providing engaging No way. Engaging quality content for the global gaming community and its promotion across diverse platforms. Snail continues to prioritize the enhancement of our gaming portfolio and active engagement with our player community. Chief Executive of Snail Games said that, and then they go on, I think, to talk more about Expedition Agartha. So, wow, now that for me is a massive, massive I don't care about you statement. I mean, I want to always be that person that supports developers, publishers, because I've worked and do work in, you know, that whole side with publishers and developers. So I've seen a lot of the way that they work, the way that things happen. And with Snail Games, it all seems very strange the way that they do their stuff. Like, if there is most publishers that I know, if there's a huge like debate going on in the community, there's outrage, there's always going to be some form of response, even if that were to come through Studio Wildcard. But obviously, from what I've seen from this, is they're going down the route which most likely they'll be fine and get away with it, which is, I'm sure it's why they're doing it, where it's just the let's not talk about anything mode. And by doing this, everyone will hopefully one day forget about the whole drama. And that's the way life works, right? So when something happens, especially in like the social media world, it's huge, it's massive for a week to 2 weeks, a month, 2 months, and then after time, the next news story hits and it just goes completely under the rug and never spoken about again. So I guess that's the road that Snail Games go by. They want to just keep defending their name and going forward with things. And I don't have all the facts, right? So I can't go ahead and say like, oh, you know, Snail Games does this, Snail Games does that, because I'm not really involved in everything that a lot of these YouTubers have been banned with. I don't play on any of those servers and stuff. I just sort of comment on what's been given online. But for me, the fact that they go on to say there's been all of this problem, so much outrage, millions of views obtained recently on the corruption, and they go on to say, one sec, they go on to say, Snail continues to prioritize the enhancement of our gaming portfolio and active engagement with our player community. Active engagement. I mean, I don't see where there's any active engagement for me personally. We never hear anything from Snail Games. The only thing they do is they post on the Snail Games USA Twitter account, which are only responses to that. They're just trying to seem like everything's normal, and everyone in the community just seems to respond with completely negative feedback towards them. So you would have thought they definitely know what's going on. They've seen everything. But like I said, it's one of those things that they're probably going to keep everything quiet and wait for the next big news hit to come around until this is all forgotten about. Because at the end of the day, guys, this is the game that we love and we love playing it. And I'm personally going to be creating content for Survival Ascended. I love the game. I can't wait to play it. I can't wait for ARK 2. So Snail Games are looking at a point like, why do they need to say anything? What's the point? Like, people are going to play our game anyway. So it's a really good thing that the content creators in the community are constantly fighting against this, because it's one of those things where you can't, sometimes in life, you can't just accept, you see that indirects down there, you can't just accept people walking all over you in life. And that's why I think it's really awesome to see some of the biggest content creators. And it's not like I'm one of those people saying, get rid of Snail Games, we don't want Snail Games. The thing I'm asking for is just to be a little bit more engaged, like they said, with your community. Put out some posts regarding things, and if they have made a mistake and have messed up, and some people have wiped you know, the big tribes in ARK, just apologize for it and you can move on from then. All the community, all it would take is one statement, like at least some detailed statement to the sort of recent controversy that's gone on, give some feedback and just literally say, we're really sorry for what's happened, address it, or if it wasn't what it was, just address the situation, and the community would feel so much more at ease. I feel like a lot of people in the ARK community always feel uneasy about things. What's happening next? What's the next plan? What's happening with our servers? And the communication, for me, just needs to be improved. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching today's video. It wasn't really a rant video, it was more just talking through things from the most recent post from Snail Games and just giving you guys an update with what's going on, because that's what you guys deserve as players. And, you know, as content creators like me, myself, Hod, and some other people, we want to know when we're making our content, and we want to know, you know, it just would be nice to be kept in the loop. I've said this as well a lot in the past, and Wildcard have said this is something they'll look into. It would be awesome if we could get some form of like content creator support where we can be kept in the loop of what's going on, or maybe some creator kit. Recently they've done it with ARK Switch, where they've I've actually been involved in the ARK Switch creator program, and it's, you know, you can be in direct contact with someone from the Switch team, and you know, that's what needs to happen with the main game. Happens in all different types of big titles, and I'm just so surprised Wildcard after 8 years have still not done it. Anyway, I'm not going to go into complaining mode. I'm just going to end the video here. Leave a like, subscribe, and let me know your thoughts and your opinions on this.